All right, here we go. We're back for part 4 of Beating Subnautica, Allaying Your Fears. Now, due to a little bit of a technical error on my part, we thought we were recording for this part, and we went out to the mushroom forest and picked up a couple of Cyclops parts, only to find out that we weren't recording. So here we are, and what we're going to do is we're going to pick up where we left off on that. There's not much you missed. We just went over to the mushroom forest and we picked up a couple of Cyclops parts, and now we're about to head over to the Aurora. So let me show you what we've got here. We're going to head over to the Aurora, and we're just past the life pod over here, heading kind of southeast-ish. We're going to head toward the back of the Aurora, and fair warning, if you're kind of coming into this part way, this is a spoiler. We're going to spoil the daylights out of the game for you. That's what this is all about. So when you overcome your fear and beat this game. So if you played it and you're looking for all the workarounds and ways to get everything you need to beat it, or if you just had a really intense fear of what's going on in the game, you'll find out very quickly it's not as bad as it looks. Anyway, we are on a trek from the prawn over toward. Oop, I want to go that way. We want to go east, east-ish. We're heading over toward the back of the Aurora. So if I can get up high enough here, which I don't think we're going to in this splash here, maybe we will. Yeah, we're heading right over there. Okay. Yeah, and what I heard the fella on Chemical Apes, I can't remember his name, he calls it Reaperville. Yeah, the back of the Aurora. And a number of other places in the game. But we're going to probably run into a Reaper over here. This is one of the reasons why I took the prawn. You're a little bit more well protected in the prawn than you are in the sea moth, although the sea moth does have perimeter defense. So you can that's a little bit of a trade-off there, but I find that either vehicle is fine for obtaining what we need to get. Got your coffee real quick. All right, here we go. Let's keep heading the direction we need to go here, because we're heading straight for the backside of the Aurora. All right. When you start seeing scrap like this laying everywhere and nothing around, it's pretty good idea you're in the right neighborhood here, because this is where not only will we find the rest of the parts that we need, you'll find supply crates everywhere like this. But here's where you have to use your ears, okay? You gotta listen very carefully. Reapers make a loud roar right when they're about to attack. So this should give you a clue as to whether or not you need to get in the safety of your vehicle, relative safety. I mean, they can destroy your vehicle. Or if, you need to move somewhere or whatever. So I don't hear one right now, so I'm going to pop out, grab what's in that supply thing. All right, quick. There's a mineable resource down here. It looks like it might be lead. No, that's titanium. And I'm going to go ahead and mine that real quick, because we can always use some titanium. Thanks for watching, and by the way, like and subscribe if you can. At this moment, I really appreciate it. Really trying to build up this channel with family-friendly gaming. We play a variety of games on here. Subnautica right now is being my big focus. I'm trying to get through the series, but there will be times we'll be playing Pal World, No Man's Sky, maybe some Lord of the Rings, or maybe a couple other things we're gonna play, and maybe some brand new stuff that we hadn't tried before. So there may be some different things. So when you come up right to the back here, I'm kind of on the side. Let me go around to the back. Just fair warning, this is a little bit dangerous territory that we're going to be in. Okay. But if you kind of stay along the back of the Aurora, I'm not going to mess with the supply crates right now. I'm aiming for the parts that we need. Go down, 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 down. And then start looking toward the southwest of the back. And pretty sure you're going to find... Well, that's weird. There's some weird geometry there. Okay, there's an engine part right there. Okay? They don't all look like that, but most of them do. See, there's our... Yeah, we got it right there. Yeah, so I'm going to hit him with the drill. Hopefully he won't tear up my vehicle too bad. Okay, yeah. So we took a little damage there. It wasn't huge, but he'll probably make another run here in a minute. So let's pop out, do a repair, keep on the motion, keep looking, listen for that roar. He was pretty quick. Usually that doesn't happen that fast. Usually you hear the roar well in time. So there's another Cyclops part over here, one over here. Let's listen very carefully. Let's see if he comes back again before we hop out. And if that jump scared you, I apologize, but hey, nature of the game, right? I don't hear him, do you? Oh, there we go. He did not like that at all, did he? Alright, so they usually take a few seconds before they come back on you, so you'll have time to get out and scan one item. Maybe have time to do a little bit of repair, and then hop back in. So, I only got a little bit of repair. I don't know why it didn't do any more. Oh, my battery ran out. That helps, right? We have a good battery. Okay, well, we got one engine part. Kind of hang out down here on the edge. See if he comes back down here. Oh, look, two more parts over here. Kind of all co-located. That's good. That's good. I was waiting. He'll probably come back. Waiting to see what he does. Now, I should in fairness tell you that there's at least 2 Reapers behind the Aurora. Now, I think there's more, but I've only ever encountered 2 at a time, like roaming around back here. There's one, the one we're with almost directly behind the Aurora. There's another one further south as you're heading down toward the Grand Reef area and the crags. So, yeah, you'll run into him. Well, I don't know where he went. He should be here in this area. Just remember, if you're not in your vehicle, he will take you, and then probably be the end of you. I think this might be a good idea for us to save real quick, just in case we lose it here. But I don't think we will. I mean, you see, he does about 20 damage to your vehicle, to your prawn. Anyway, the sea moth, you do have the perimeter defense, and that is a plus. Here he is. He grabs you, he slings you around, everything, just give him the works. Eventually he'll let you go. Yeah. Okay, this might be the great opportunity to hop out and scan then, real quick, if you're fast. Ah, engine fragment, perfect. Okay, good deal.
New blueprint acquired.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, so that other one must be an engine fragment too. And I believe that's all we need to get busy building the Cyclops, but... Is that it? Hey, we got all our parts. It's a delayed reaction on hearing the chime to tell us that we have acquired the... Listen to that roar. He is right on us. Yeah, he wasn't too happy I was hitting him with that drill so hard. He didn't sound too good. Alright, he might follow us, but I doubt it. The Reapers have been known to follow you around, but anyway, we took a little hit, but we're going to survive. It wasn't too terribly bad. So we'll head on back to base and dock our prawn, get recharged and repaired, and off we go. We are ready to build the Cyclops, guys. This is good. This is fun. I'm glad we're doing this. So there's a lot of talk, like on the subreddits and a couple other places, about how much people hate the Cyclops. I think they're not realizing the purpose of the Cyclops. It really is designed for one purpose, and that is exploring the Lost River. I mean, it is perfectly made for the openings down there. You can tell that the game designers designed the Lost River and the Cyclops to complement each other very well. And yes, you do have to build it out. And yes, it is slow. It is a big, slow beast. But that's part of the beauty of the game, is really enjoying it and being a part of it, is exploring. You know, it is exploration in addition to just, you know, doing what we're doing. We're kind of slamming through it, you know, do this, you know, kind of technologically and methodically, rather than it being a fun thing. I mean, we're having a little bit of fun. I hope you are. I enjoy it. I've played this game through so many times that every playthrough I still enjoy it immensely. And I still even sometimes get a little jump scare myself because I forget that something's happening, or, you know, something's nearby and I don't pay attention. So I love it. I love it. But the Cyclops to me is a very, very important vehicle to have. Right, get this thing docked.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Do a quick repair on it because we took a little bit of a couple of bangs there from the old Reaper. Okay, let's grab our storage and pull everything out that we picked up, that we can at least pick up. Might drink a couple of waters there. Make a little room and see if there's enough to get the last two pieces. Yep. Okay. We're going to make some titanium from our scrap that we picked up. And we're going to put that in storage for now. I'm pretty sure that we are going to need a lot of titanium for our... we're going to need an ingot, so I'm going to go ahead and make that now. I'm 99% sure we're going to need ingots for the Cyclops. So... tell you what we'll do. Let's go ahead and pin the blueprint for that. Yeah, 3 plasteel ingots. So we may as well make another ingot. That's 2 regular ingots. We'll have to add the lithium into those to make them plasteel. We need quite a bit more titanium. Let's grab the lithium we need. Let's make those plasteel ingots real quick. We'll get 2 of them anyway. Now, the one lubricant we need, don't remember if we had any in storage. We'll need the 3 lead. We got that. Put that copper away. We don't need it right now. The salt. Let's take a look here. Oh, we will need gold and copper for the wiring kit. Just kind of take stock here for a minute. Oh, we need to make a regular wiring kit before we can make the advanced wiring kit. So let's go ahead and make a regular wiring kit real quick here. Hop out and we'll grab what we need for the lubricant. If you remember, we planted some right outside, so we literally have some right here. You can grab one off of that. You may as well use your own garden, right? That's why we plant that right outside. So make one lube. Now we do need 3 enamel glass, and I don't remember what we have. We only have 2 stalker teeth. I don't know how much quartz we have. I should have paid attention to that a minute ago. I only have 2 quartz. So guess what? We're not making but one enamel glass right now until we gather some more. One more stalker tooth and 4 more quartz. Let's go ahead and turn the scanner room on to stalker teeth. And let's go grab a couple of those real quick because I'm sure we'll need more later. So let's hop outside. Go ahead and save real quick. I try to remember to do that more often. Yeah, look, straight up there, stalker tooth. And while we're headed that way, we'll probably run into what we need to get more titanium. So that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, there's that. And let's look around for any scrap metal or anything we can get copper from limestone or anything like that, because we'll need that as well. There's more copper. We'll need a little bit more. I think we need at least 2 more copper, because we will have to make a chip. There's some scrap metal down here and right here. Definitely want those. Let's see. Hello, brain coral. How about some free air? Thank you. Alright, down here there's something. Let's see if that's got copper. Titanium. But we do need titanium, so we take what it gives us because we really are going to use it. I don't usually... Oh, how are we already full? Wow. Okay, well I guess it's time to head back. We're already full on inventory. I guess we're carrying around all the Cyclops parts. That'll do it. So it might be helpful to kind of build a temp locker and just kind of stick that stuff inside while you're gathering the rest of the resources, so you're not making a bunch of trips like I am. So that's okay. We can go ahead. Let's turn off our thing over here. I'll turn it back on to quartz, I think, because we'll be chasing down quartz here as well in a minute. But for now, let's go ahead and make more titanium. And another ingot. And let's grab 2 more lithium to make a plasteel ingot. Boom. Okay. Now, we are going to need, for this, we're going to need the computer chip, the gold, and the wiring kit. Well, the computer chip is made from copper wire, the table coral sample, and a piece of gold, I believe. Do we have any more table coral left? Yes, we do. I think you need 2. I'm going to grab a couple of pieces of gold so that way we can make our computer chip. And I believe we now have enough parts to make the advanced wiring kit. So we're literally a few pieces of quartz away from having all the parts we need. So we turned on the scanner for quartz. So let's go ahead and grab all the quartz we can. Oh, good. There's some spawns right outside here. How convenient. Now, when you get down in the Lost River, it won't be long while we'll be there. There is a whole bunch of quartz down there. I mean, plenty. You will not run out of quartz. Especially if you have a prawn with the mining arm, the drill arm, you are not going to run out of quartz down there, ever. So, alright, let's get our glass made. That's it, I'm out of coffee, guys. It's been nice talking to you today. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, look at this, the last part that we need to build the old Cyclops. So let's get a swim up to the surface, because this is where we need to be for this beast. Now, I did this on purpose, giving us plenty of depth here, because the Cyclops requires a lot of depth to be built. Okay, so let me go ahead and unpin that.
Be advised, the Cyclops
and it takes a while to
be
build this
operated
puppy.
by a 3-person crew. Only experienced helmspeople should attempt to pilot this vehicle solo.
And yet we do it. We pilot it solo. And we do it very well. So. Alrighty. There we go. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head on back down to base here real quick. Because I'm going to grab my prawn suit. I'm going to show you. First thing I do is I get in my prawn.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And I head over to the Cyclops and go straight up into its belly, and we're going to dock with it. Right where that kind of that discolored place is right there. Should be able to get right on it. Boom.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
There you go. All systems are online. Now, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the Cyclops so you know where to go and where everything is. Back here, this is the decoy launching tube. There is an upgrade you can make for this, but right now it only holds one creature decoy. Okay. To the left over here are 3 of your power cells. This is your engine back here in the back. You're going to have the upgrade fabricator. This is where you're going to make your depth module. And any other, we should already have an efficiency module in storage. Shield generator, any of the other upgrades. One of the things I recommend that you make as soon as you are able is the thermal reactor module, the obviously depth module after depth module, and we'll move the modification station on board here, and a sonar. The shield generator, it's kind of a plus, I think. I think you should have it. There's 6 items that you can actually hold. Let me show you where those go. Go around the other side over here. 3 more power cells. This is where you can do your 6 upgrades, okay? So pick what 6 you think are going to be best for you. But I have found that there are some things that you might not ever need the fire suppression system. You might not ever need the docking repair module. You know, I think those are kind of a thing we don't need. Now, there are fire extinguishers, one here and one up front, in the event that you do have an onboard fire due to damage. A quick tour coming around the back. These 2 ladders, one on each side, will take you down into the lower deck, which we'll show you here in a minute. This obviously is your hatch for whatever you have docked with. It's your prawn or your sea moth. I rarely take my sea moth with me. It's kind of a upper level exploration tool anyway. Then this nice wide area here is a great place for you to plant, to put your modification station, put extra lockers, just use it to your whatever you want. I'll put a bed in here sometimes. And then here is the main area. Again, fire extinguisher. This is your status of your hull right now, integrity, that yellow bar across the top. Over here, you will find your internal lights and your external lights. This is your customization right over here. And then this is your piloting area right here. So let's see here. We're going to take do a quick save right here. All right. And so anyway, this I'll teach you how to pilot here in a minute. Let's look at the lower deck. Here's another ladder down to the lower deck. This is probably the one you'll use the most, is this one. So this is your exit hatch. And straight down here you have 5 lockers. And then through here is the underbelly where your vehicle docks. And this is the docking bay for that. And this door leads to those 2 ladders that we saw earlier at the bottom of the engine area. So highly unlikely you'll ever have to go in these areas, but they're there if you need them. What a lot of guys do, and what I'll probably do, is I'll put some extra lockers in here on this wall. Probably put a fabricator right here to go in and out. Now, one tip for you is when you exit the Cyclops, you are always facing the rear. Okay? So when you come out, that's the front. You will always exit the rear. And if you enter the Cyclops carrying any tool, it automatically stows that tool for you back in your inventory. So if I were to perhaps have my knife out and I jump in the Cyclops, it puts the knife away and I can always bring it back out again, but I don't know why I would need to do that inside. So anyway, quickly over here, this is the customization thing. This is where you can change the name of your Cyclops. You can change the color right here. Now you want to drag this slider up to get the full range of color if you're going to do that. If you want to change your stripe, anything like that, hit done, and then when you're done, I'll show you what it looks like. We'll hop back outside because we're going to go back down anyway. See, now it's red and it has a stripe down the side, and now it says big boy on the side. So you can customize your machine here. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick piloting thing here for you real quick, just to show you some basic operations, and then we're going to build this thing out. All right, so when you tap on it and your hands are on the wheel, you now have a HUD. Your HUD tells you a number of things. Now down here you have your compass that you can see here. This is your charge, and this is, or your health, I should say. Sorry, this is your health, and this is your speed and heat. So you produce heat running these engines, and if you run them too hot, they can start a fire or cause damage to the unit. This is your charge up here at the top, and then of course your depth of the vessel. Over here are your external cameras, your silent running, your decoy launcher, and then any other things you may have activated, such as your shield and things like that you can put in that space once we build those out. Now, to show you the external cameras, initially you'll get camera 1, the keel, and it'll give you directions at the bottom of your screen what kind of controller you have to change to the next camera. Camera 3 is on the screw, camera 2 is on the conning tower. Now, when you're on a camera, you can move your mouse around and look around. So pretty cool. I use these a lot for driving, especially if I kind of have no idea what direction I'm going to go. The conning tower, the same. You look at the back of the vehicle, you look at the front of the vehicle. Then the screw looks toward the front of the vehicle, but you can also spin it around and look directly behind you, which can be helpful in some cases if you're evading a predator or something like that. To get our engine turned on, just hit the button and wait for it to come up, and you'll see 3 levels approach or come below this. We are currently in standard. This is flank, and you can only do that for short bursts without causing damage or potentially having a fire. And then this is the slow speed, and it is slow. It is really slow, but you'll appreciate that it does work. Now, to move forward, it's the same as if you were doing otherwise, WASD. Now, your A and D are pretty much going to rotate you kind of along the center of the axis, and if you just stop moving forward and backward, it'll just kind of spin you in a spot. Okay. Now to ascend, you're going to use space bar just like you would when you're traveling, and C. Now this is on PC. It may be different on your controller. Now if you activate your external camera and go with the keel cam, you can have a pretty good idea of where you're going while you're navigating around here. So I'm going to turn this one around a little bit. I'm also going to bring it down some. Get it kind of close to the floor here. But this can be a little misleading in the keel cam. When you're in the cams and you're close to things, jump out of your cam and pay attention to where your nose is, because you may be running into things. Okay, so again, now you see what happened when I got down low to the ground? It starts giving you a warning. Okay, you're about to run into something. You know, I think it's like about a 10 or 15 meter sensitivity area. So I'm going to power down. I'm going to exit out of that. And now I'm in a good position right here where I'm kind of close to base, and I can start transferring some things over. Now I do want to build a fabricator in here. And titanium, gold, and table coral. And I believe we used the last of our table coral. So let's go out, grab some table coral, in addition to packing up some things from the base that we were going to kit out the Cyclops with. So let's go grab some table coral real quick, and we'll pick up some scrap for some titanium along the way, because we will be building out some more goodies. So fun, right? I mean, you didn't know that the Cyclops is as capable as it is. It is a wonderful vehicle to build early as you can in the game. It's one of the first things I chase after if I'm going to do it, especially a hardcore run, is I get out there and I get after it with the Cyclops, because I'm going to need that thing. Grab some table coral. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's go look around for some scrap now. Should be plenty of it around here. Yep, there's some over there. And up there. This one there. Head back toward, we can go down to the kelp forest and see. Sometimes, you know, you'll find piles of them down there with the stalkers have been goofing around, and they'll leave piles of it laying around. And I'm gonna go ahead and open the storage here, offload some of this stuff. And I can carry more, obviously, right? There's another piece down here. Another piece over there. Also see this right here could be something valuable. It's a piece of lead right here. And for free titanium, I bet if we get in here, we'll find something we can scan. Yeah, nice free piece of titanium there. Let's get our titanium. I'm feeling pretty good about that amount. It's a good starter amount. Oh, don't forget, we still have a did we still have some in the... No, we emptied out the prawn, didn't we? We emptied out the prawn, never mind. Now, you notice now on your HUD, in addition to seeing the prawn suit, you now see your Cyclops icon there. So if they're separated, it looks like that big circle with little points coming out of it. So that's your buddy right there. Take a look at that thing. It's a lot bigger than our base, isn't it? A lot bigger. We're fixing to move into that one. We're gonna make that our home away from home for a while.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's see how much of this stuff we can carry. Not much. We'll come back for the rest. We'll go ahead and we'll make up some titanium. Make an ingot just yet. We don't need anything else from here that I can think of. All right, let's go ahead and grab. Now I think we'll grab another piece of titanium, and we're gonna head on. We'll come back and we'll get some more stuff out of there in just a minute. Out of the sea office. Don't forget we have stuff in the sea office.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
I forgot to pick up a piece of gold. Let's go grab that real quick. Don't forget the gold. Don't forget to look before you go places. Let's trade that copper for a piece of gold. Okay, there we go. All right. I turned off the scanner. You ever leave the house and question yourself whether you turned off the That happens to me in Subnautica. Did I leave the scanner on before I left? Alright, here we go. I'm going to put a fabricator right here. Okay, because we're going to be doing this a lot. Sometimes if I have enough resources, I'll put another one upstairs too. But I'm going to go ahead and flesh this thing out with lockers since we got a bunch of titanium here recently. And okay, that's a good start. So I'm going to go ahead and offload the first one full of titanium. I'm going to make this one lead. And I think right now it's just going to be kind of random, but I highly recommend organizing these. Same thing with these over here. Now you can't rename the Cyclops ones, but you can rename these. If you click on them, you know, you can put in titanium, you know, and now you know that's titanium in that locker if you are organizing that well. I'm not sure I ever have organized that well. I've seen some guys that are really super good about organizing theirs, and it looks amazing. So, all right, we emptied a bunch of stuff out, so let's go ahead and check our Seamoth here and get the rest of the goodies out of there. Looks like we need to convert some scrap metal. Now, one thing about the moon pool and the vehicle mod station, notice the blueprint I've had pinned this whole time for the jump jet upgrade on the prawn. Okay, that has to be made at the vehicle modification station in the moon pool. Okay, so unless you want to build another moon pool down in the Lost River where we're going to build our base, it might be helpful to disassemble your vehicle station and your moon pool, put that in a dedicated locker on your Cyclops, and then rebuild that down at your new base if you don't want to go hunting for resources and have, unless you want 2 moon pools and 2 vehicle consoles. So that's entirely up to you if you want to do that. There's no right or wrong answer on that, really. Man, we're getting low on food and water here. We better do something here. Man, we can't do anything until we get rid of this inventory. Let's do that first. Let's take care of our health first, okay? Let's go grab a potato. Eat. Potato. Eat. Potato. Oh, we used our last of our potato there. Get over there. Thank you. Alright, we're going to grab a marble melon. Marble melons are a good source of food and water, as you can see. And then we'll use the knife on the last one here. Come on. Okay, why can't I get that thing? I'm in the wrong place. There we go. Okay, then we plant those 4 seeds. Okay. And the lantern fruit sometimes is good for eating as well. Okay. Back to where we were. Alright, we'll come back. We're just going to be making a few trips back and forth until we kind of get everything that we want migrated into Cyclops. So, a little more titanium here. And some randomness over here for the time being. We'll get it all organized at some later point in time. I'm going to leave that dead battery in there as well. We will make a battery charger. I know we didn't do that inside the base, but we will at some point make a battery charger. So let me give you a little lesson real quick about Cyclops. Cyclops runs the 6 power cells. The thermal recharging is very important to keeping your Cyclops up to charge while you're down in the heat, in the hot zones, or near thermal vents. If you're charging batteries on board your Cyclops, it does use energy from those power cells. So if you're not paying attention and you're not doing some little mental math there once in a while, you'll lose power. okay, in your Cyclops very quickly. So you have to be conscious of that. Don't let that slide. You can see I'm picking up a lot of stuff right now. We'll come back for that gold here in a bit. And actually, I'm going to move my Seamoth out of the way for now. Because I am going to disassemble
All systems online.
Okay. Right, back here with some more miscellaneous. Alright, and then I like to make my first locker over here just nothing but food and water. Sometimes just water, sometimes food and water, and maybe even med kits. We'll put these seeds in here. We'll probably use those here in a little while. Gold. And I'm going to disassemble this locker because I want to take it with me up there. Build another one. Alright, more gold. Copper, lead, ion cubes, diamond. Grab that. Actually, you know what? Let's leave that there and grab a couple of those. I'll grab the food. Alright, we'll head back up there. Oh, we don't need that. Take that off. Yeah, fish swimming in the air. How about that? These are not fish you can catch. Oddly enough. Okay, more water. More food. Let's just make this one all gold. All gold and get rid of those seeds. Let's make this one seeds. And let's just make this one more miscellaneous stuff. Titanium. Got those 2 titanium from disassembling that locker. So that's funny. Some things you can tear down to parts. Some things you can't tear down beyond certain levels. For example, you make a titanium ingot, it's a titanium ingot forever. You're not going to get that back to regular titanium again. So that'll never happen. Now, if you've ever played Below Zero, there's a cool little item in game that you can get that does give you the option of tearing down something to its constituent parts. So. Can't remember what it's called. BZ. Alright, what do we have here? Alright, we're going to make this silver. And I'm going to put that little part there. You know what? Let's go up top. Let's build us a cabinet up here. Because I'll end up putting stuff up here as well. But I'm going to put in here those 2 fire extinguishers. The air bladder, which I'll probably never use up here. And don't forget, I just picked up that efficiency module. We're going to go ahead and install it right now. Right here. So now our engine efficiency is 300%. So we should be doing pretty good there. So my food and water downstairs is pretty full, so I'm going to put some right here, along with the med kits. Just a convenient place sometimes to have stuff like that. We will be planting some food in the Cyclops and growing pots and planters and things like that. All right. Last locker, well, next to last locker, we're going to grab batteries, which we'll need some of as we're going along. Okay, now I want to deconstruct the mod station. I'm going to deconstruct the radio too. Okay, let me make sure I have room. I do. Okay, deconstruct the radio. Because there's going to be a point where we're really not going to need the radio much anymore, if at all. I don't even know how many more radio messages we have, but I don't think it's that many. But I like to go up here, and I like to put the mod station over here somewhere, because this is where I'm most likely to make any mods like upgrades, you know, depth module upgrades, things like that. Then the other thing that we tore down was the radio. And I just like to take the radio and kind of put it on this wall over here, just in case we do get any messages. So we're good there. Good there. Batteries. I'm going to leave them up here as well. And I'm going to put our titanium back. Actually, before we put I'm not going to put our titanium away. I'm going to put another locker over here. And this is because whenever you mine anything, you can access it from this console here, from your vehicle storage, transfer it to your inventory, put it where you want it. You can also access the upgrades to your vehicle there as well, your docked vehicle, that is. So, good stuff. All right. Yeah, this is we're probably going to be spending half an hour, 45 minutes just kidding out our ride here, but it pays for itself in the long run, I promise you. All right, so let's get over here and see what we have left in this one. Okay, this is just some stuff. Okay, and we're just going to leave it there. We don't really need all this, so let's just leave it there. I'm not going to mess with anything on this end anymore. We're done with that aspect of it, and we still have plenty of power in here. I am going to grab. We already have marble melon seeds, but I'm going to grab a slice of the bulbo tree and. The potato's not ready yet, but we probably don't need it. I'm also going to disassemble the bed. And then we'll disassemble the moon pool here in a bit. And the vehicle station. But right now I'm just going to hop up here. And we're going to go upstairs. And we're going to build that bed. Okay. But we're going to put it right over here. So if you kind of rotate that in position, you can see where it clashes with the geometry. But if you're careful, you can kind of position this right. Yeah, right about there is good. Boom. Okay. And then, what else did we just do? Oh, we grabbed the thing. So we need some planter stuff. So let's grab some titanium real quick downstairs. And we need 4 for a planter box, a full-size planter box. Because we're going to plant... Oh, we're going to... Where do we put those seeds? Do we put them in here? One of these had seeds in it. Because we're going to do bulbo trees and marble melons. That is just hands down the way to go. So what I like to do back here is I like to put my planter, indoor grow bed, right kind of in the middle here. Or maybe even off to one side if there's enough room to walk around it. It's a great place to just go ahead and... start planting your bulbo tree and your marble melons. Get them going and let them start growing right away because you're going to need food and water on your journey. So pay attention to your mod station, the Cyclops depth module and the prawn depth modules. You're going to get there. Now we don't have the Mark 1 modules for either of them yet, okay? So this is why we need that moon pool. Max depth right now on the Cyclops is only 500 meters. We're not going to get very far. We've got to build that Mark 1. If you go up here and take a look, I believe, yeah, a plasteel ingot and ruby, which I think we have enough resources for. If not, we're going to go grab that lithium over there in the mushroom forest and see if we can make our plasteel ingots. But I think we're almost there. We're almost there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I think we're in good position now to go ahead and tear down our thing here. So let's do this. Let's deconstruct our vehicle upgrade console. Boom. And if you hop outside, you can deconstruct the moon pool. Oh, too close. Okay, let's try it now. There we go. Okay, so now we have enough materials.
Welcome aboard.
Let's put
Captain.
those somewhere special. Let's
systems
use this end cabinet and use everything that we got out of that moon pool. Okay, and the vehicle upgrade console, and put them in that locker, and don't touch them because they're there for later when we're gonna use them down the line. All right, now we need some lithium. And I don't think we had very much to begin with. So let's head back over here. And I don't think our scanner's going to pick up any nearby, but it doesn't hurt to take a look. So, yeah, there's no lithium here. So we're gonna go on a little adventure, and we're gonna go pick up some lithium so we can make more plasteel, because we're definitely gonna need that. So, all right, we're gonna say goodbye to our little base for now, because we're gonna take a little Cyclops adventure. This is a good place to save now that we've done all this hard work, that we don't lose anything. We're gonna head on over toward Life Pod 13. So fire up your engine. And I'm going to put it on ahead standard.
Ahead standard.
And we're going to see that 13 is way over there to our right. So we're going to climb a little bit to get above the terrain. And we're going to head that way. Now you saw the little flashing. There's that nearby wreck. Remember that? Remember what I said before about the purple flashes? If you see purple flashes, that means there's a wreck. Stay on this general path here, and we're gonna kind of come around the edge here of our area so that we don't crash our Cyclops. You can see we're rather close to the surface, just a few meters down. But if you turn on that keel camera, you will find that you can navigate a little bit better sometimes if you kind of know where you're headed, where you're not going to run into the terrain. So pay attention to that as you're going. I'm going to go ahead and head this way. I kind of have a feeling we may have to deal with some other terrain here. But what is this? Is that a deposit? That looks like a silver deposit. I have never seen that out on the edges like this. We are going to pause here
Powering
for a
down.
moment, and we're going to take our prawn out for a look.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That is indeed a silver deposit in the kelp shallow area, which I can't say I've ever seen. I played this game dozens of times, never ever seen a silver deposit right out there in an area like that. That's absolutely crazy. But you'll use a lot of silver, use a lot of copper, so take advantage of those. If you see them, grab them. Titanium too, you know. We'll get plenty of titanium when we get down to the Lost River. There'll be some down there. So remember, where you point that little blue arrow is where you're actually going to get resources. So if you're over here, you're not doing anything. If you're here and that blue little drill icon lights up, then you're mining. So, all right, we got some silver. Let's pop back up and redock with our Cyclops. I'm going to show you the storage trick over here at the vehicle station. Is click on your storage, and now you can grab everything that you have in the prawn there, and we can go ahead and move it over to this locker. Boom. Now we've just emptied the prawn, and we have plenty of silver for future endeavors. So, all right, back at it. Let's turn it back on. Let's get
Powering up.
I was kind of just surprised that we actually had a silver right there. That's crazy. Never had that happen. Okay, we are now on the edge of the dunes are to our left, and the mushroom forest is dead ahead. So come down, but come down slowly and not too hard, because you don't go clipping the tops of these things. The Cyclops does not navigate through mushroom trees. That's not going to happen. Okay, you can come down to them, but you're, you know, just going in between them is just extremely dangerous. You'll just tear up your vehicle. All right, I want to say we had a big stack of lithium kind of near this ledge over here. Let me kind of go back a little bit. I'm trying to remember where it was. I thought it was over here. This neck of the woods. So there's the trench. So I recall it being kind of near the trench. You know what? Let's just get our prawn out and do some exploration. So the best way to do that is, boy, it got dark. Is there an eclipse or something? Go ahead and find yourself a spot where you can come down without doing any damage to your ship, to your Cyclops, and get down low enough though that you can, but not too low, where you still exit the vehicle in your prawn, but not so high that you can't jump up into it, or it's an awkward position or something like that. Okay, good deal. All right, let's go perusing around here again. Look for that stack of lithium that we saw earlier, because if you remember, we saw some. It was near the crack over here. Let's say it was over here. And remember, we saw copper. Oh, yeah, there's 3. Count them. 3 copper stacks over here. So, guess what we're going to do before we go get lithium? We're going to get copper. So, anytime that you can get this much copper and store it, do it. You will need it a lot. So, and sometimes it can be awkward getting your prawn into the right position to mine these things, but just kind of, if you have to, kind of wiggle it around a little bit gently, and you'll find the sweet spot where you can actually mine the entire stack. If the stack, if it looks like it's going to get full from the mine, your prawn that is, hop out of your prawn suit real quick, jump to the rear, grab the storage, offload it into your pockets, and then go back in. Alright, so there's 2 more over there. Look at these. That one sticking out to the side's kind of weird. We might not be able to get all that one, but we'll do our best. Definitely do our best. It's very cool, by the way, getting this much copper. I mean, in one stop. Again, played this through dozens of times, and still, I don't think I've ever had 3 copper stacks show up, you know, this close proximity. So it is kind of weird that that has happened. The silver cropping up in places I've never seen it before. And see, I don't remember there being an update to this game. I mean, it's a 10-year-old game. I don't think they've done any major updates lately. So. Alright, I think we got them all. Let's try to see if we can reach this one without falling off the edge of the cliff here. Which is fine if we do. There's resources down there too. But, and I just want to find that lithium. Maybe there was some down in the crack. I don't remember. But maybe we should take a look after we get done with this. You know what? Before we do that, let's exit and make sure that we have enough room. Grab some of that. Okay. All right. I'm kind of surprised at this angle we're able to do as much as we are, because it can be very tricky. Even in the best of scenarios, getting the mining to line up just right. You're not like flat on it. But this one seems to be doing fine. Okay, we might not be getting anywhere. We might get a little bit closer. Come around the side. I think that's it. Alright, that's it. We're no more copper. Alright. Let's go ahead and take a look. Down here. I really don't remember there being a stack down here, but we're going to go look anyway. Oh, there it is. See, there was one. Over here near the entrance. By the way, if I didn't mention this before in previous episodes, what you're looking at there is the doorway to the portal. if you go through there, you'll be in an air pocket where there will be a portal not too far away that leads you to the underwater study area, you know, where the specimens are kept. And we may come back this way, but we already got what we needed. So probably won't ever see that again. But maybe I'll show it to you when we get to the very end. I hope we get enough lithium out of this. Feeling pretty good about it here. We cleaned up, guys. We got copper and lithium like crazy. I'm happy. That's good. That is a wonderful, wonderful feeling. Okay. Anyway, we can get out here to the trench. Kind of follow your icon there for your... You see we're about 150 meters away. And we'll go ahead and see if we can't climb back out of this trench. Just like that. And if you get kind of close, just hit your little grabber and grab on and hang tight for just a minute. Kind of wait there until you have enough, and then boost your way up. Just like that. Okay. Walk over here to the area. It'll open for us, and we go straight up and dock. Just like that.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Now, guess what? We have a ton of copper and lithium, but what we need to do is we need to make another locker up here. So I'm going to grab a couple titanium. And we are going to put us another locker right beside that one, because we're going to fill it up. We're going to fill this one with copper. Tons and tons of copper. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. And let's see what we can grab out of here. We have copper and lithium. We're going to get it all. Yes, we are. Offload more copper. Look at that. And then we have plenty of lithium for the next step, which is going to be, we need that plasteel ingot. Let's go back and pin that blueprint. I think we need rubies. Yeah, we need a plasteel ingot and 3 rubies, which we should have. So let's go on down to...
Seek fluid intake.
Nope. Go ahead and drink real quick. And actually,
Vital
since
signs stabilizing.
we have extra food and water up here, go and grab a couple of those. And well, growth is not done yet, so we're going to go ahead and eat one of these and drink some more water. Grab a couple more waters there. Okay, feel better now. All right, let's grab the 10 titanium that we need. Okay, now we're going to go over here and we're going to make an ingot. And a plasteel ingot. Okay, and we need to grab 3 rubies, which I believe we put in this one. Yep, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go ahead and offload a bunch of this lithium that we don't need right now. So now we're ready to go back upstairs. Head back to our Cyclops fabricator. Make our Mark 1 depth module, which I believe is 900 meters, if I'm not mistaken. So let's put that in and see what happens here. Yep, 900. There we go. Okay, now your Cyclops and your prawn are now evenly matched, 900, 900. But we still need to make the prawn Mark 1, which we'll do when we build the moon pool further down, because we're going to need to do that. And then any upgrades from Mark 1, your Mark 2, your Mark 3, they're all going to take place here at the mod station. Your prawn Mark 2, your depth module for Cyclops Mark 2 and Mark 3. Again, a lot of titanium. We're going to need some nickel ore and kyanite, which we'll get deep down when we get down there. If we want to change anything, you know, we have our propulsion cannon, but probably this is a good time to upgrade to the repulsion cannon. I'm going to go ahead and pin that, and then unpin this one. We don't have the recipe for the shield generator, and I'm kind of on the fence on that. I mean, I know where we can go get it, or one of the most likely places we can go get that blueprint. I believe it's from a data box. You know, I've done the game before without the shield, but it's really difficult. And I'm really not trying to burden you with anything extra, so we really ought to learn the shield generator. And there's a couple of purposes for it. It's not going to really protect you from the big predators. It's not going to keep the Reapers, the Ghost Leviathans, or Sea Dragons from attacking you and doing damage. They will, however, help you bust off these parasitic creatures down in the deeper depths called lava larvae. Lava larvae are these little critters that will come out and they will attach to your hull of your boat, and they start sucking away the energy, literally just zapping it away. And while the shield does use a lot of energy in itself, it's a good way to kind of pop them off as you're ascending to those depths that the lava larvae don't normally live in, to where they don't just stay attached to you the whole time you're traveling and you end up letting them suck all your power away. So, I don't know. It's a nice thing to have. So, maybe we should go look for that. Let's do a quick save here. And while we're doing that, I'm gonna take a look here at where my notes here. I have some notes here about the Cyclops shield. So I'll have to look in my notes, see what I've got. Yeah, I kind of know where that is. I think we're gonna have to head back south. Yeah, from where we are right now. So let's do that. Let's go ahead, and we've already done a good save here. Oh, I wanted to make that a repulsion cannon. We'll convert to a repulsion cannon. Let me go grab a couple of goodies from down below. We need 2 magnetite. 2. We need to make a chip, so we're going to need 2 of these. And don't we have some gold down here as well? I remember we had gold in one of these. I don't remember how many we need. Don't really care. I'm just going to go up here and grab copper now. So we're going to need copper. Okay, copper wire, table coral, and gold, if I remember right. Go ahead and make our copper wire. Make a computer chip. I think I actually picked up too much gold, so we can probably offload. So the 2 pieces. Head back upstairs. And now we're going to convert our propulsion cannon into a repulsion cannon. So when you fire it, it blasts things away from you. Pro tip, do not use your repulsion cannon inside your Cyclops or anywhere near your Cyclops. Anything that we've done in here, our mod station, our planter beds, our lockers, they will go flying off into the void. I mean, I say the void, but they're going off into the unknown because they will just blast out of there and wreck geometry, and it's just a big old mess. You don't want to do it. So, all right, fire back up. We're going to head down to 19, that direction, because there's a wreck kind of near there that will have the resource that we need, which is the shield generator data box. Pretty confident that we can get it there. There's one other wreck we could go to. It's a little bit riskier than that one. That one already is kind of Reaperville to some extent. We're going to kind of skim along this edge here. I mean, actually, that other wreck is not that far from us over here, but I'm a little leerier going to that one. It's a little bit tougher. You're much more likely to encounter Reaper at the one that's to our right than you are to the one that we're heading toward. That's a kilometer away. So, another pro tip, just like with your other vehicles and you're swimming, if you are in this mode, pilot mode, and you're moving forward, you can hit X and it will continue driving for you hands-free. So, which is nice, but you cannot do that while you're in camera mode. It'll stay going while you're in camera mode, but you can't do it while you're in camera. So I can switch to these. I can pay attention that I'm not going to run into a reef back or into some terrain. But the minute you use any of your WASD keys, you disable that function. Now you can climb and you can descend, but you can't. You know, if I hit S right now, it just stops you cold, and I have to manually drive from here on in. I can't re-engage that autopilot without coming out of camera, hitting X again, and then going back into camera. So we're going to kind of descend here a little bit, kind of on the edges of the dunes over here a little bit, but mostly the sparse reef. It's mostly sparse reef where we are right here. But we're in a good spot. This is fairly safe. You know, I don't think you're going to run any baddies normally in this area. Let's go ahead and keep descending down, kind of toward, we're heading toward 19, but not to 19. Okay, what we're going to do is, remember these two wrecks, we explored them earlier, that we're coming up on. There's one kind of a little bit lower and near this big hole right down here, and one a little higher on the ledge. Okay, so this is our stopping point where we take and we turn our vehicle due west. Okay, so use your compass there and go due west. Okay, and as you move forward, you kind of stay lowish. You don't have to go too high. You may have to go around or over some terrain, but it should be okay. All right. It's nice and slow here. Stay low. Kind of go around this big mountainous looking thing. And there's a wreck dead ahead. Okay. We might have done this one before. I can't remember if we did or not. I don't know what that is shining over there. I remember that. Okay. But just fair warning, Reapers and Warpers. Okay. Warpers probably your biggest threat here, but Reapers definitely can be in the zone. There is usually a data box. That one's open. Okay, so I have a feeling that it's not going to be at this one. I think we're going to have to go to the other one. See, there's a warper right over there. Actually, two of them. So they are hanging around, and sometimes you'll see them even right in front of the entrance up here. I don't remember if we explored this one all the way. Let's kind of pivot around here a little bit. Kind of get our nose a little closer to it. Right on it there. So we're going to take a look around, make sure that it looks kind of decent, that we don't have any Reapers nearby. Doesn't look like it. And I'm going to go ahead and shut down and hop out. Again, it's a good idea to do a quick save before you do anything potentially dangerous, which this has an element of danger, but not a lot. And I'm going to go ahead and equip my repulsion cannon and kind of get prepared for that. So we're going to exit and we're going to turn around immediately and go straight in to where we need to be here. I'm going to equip my flashlight, please, because I don't remember if we explored the whole wreck or not. There's all sorts of things in here. I don't think we went into this little zone here. There may be a data box in here. There may not be. This looks like the bottom. I don't think we're going to find anything down here, but we can look anyway. Yeah, I forgot that you can swim in this part. Yeah, you can get in there. Now, warpers, if they know you're in here, they can warp you out of the wreck. Okay, we have not explored this one thoroughly yet. They can warp you out of the wreck, so if you hear that warping sound, be prepared to whip out your repulsion cannon, spin around and give them a quick pop out in the known universe there and send them flying. Ah, there it is. I bet that's our shield right there. Yep, sure enough. I was right. Okay, well, I'm glad we got it here and not somewhere else, because the other place is not a pleasant place to go. All right, we got to go. Oh, there's a PDA in here if you want to do the storyline and follow the lore. All right, we're going to hop back out. Go back the way we came here.
Welcome
Ta-da.
aboard,
We now
Captain.
have the
All systems online.
blueprint for the shield generator. So, boom, there it is. You need the advanced wiring kit. You got to make a power cell. You got to make polyaniline. Now, don't forget, advanced wiring kit, one wiring kit made from 2 silver. You need a chip and you need gold. The chip, remember, takes copper wire, gold, and table coral. Polyaniline is made from the hydrochloric acid, which is made from the deep shrooms. So you're going to need a little bit of everything here to continue on with this. So, all right. Oh, look, our growth is coming along. You know what? Let's go ahead and equip our knife here, and we're going to knife one of these marble melons because I wish to plant more of them. And then as soon as this guy gets to 100%, we're going to take a piece of him and plant him. So we'll have 2 trees and 8 marble melons growing. We'll have plenty of food and liquid to sustain us throughout the majority of our adventures down below. Now, I think in this segment we might make it to the Lost River. We'll see. There's a chance we might not get fully down there, but I definitely want to upgrade our Cyclops and our prawn suit before we get too far down, because we want to have those resources ready for us so that we can go ahead and attack it full force when we get down in that area. So, all right, Bulbo tree is just about done here. It'll say 100% for just a second there. There we go. Okay, we'll give it a quick slash, and I'm ready to plant that. And guess what? We now have a nice full planter box ready to go for us. Fantastic. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about this here. I want to get out of this territory because, well, just too many baddies nearby. So let's back it up a little bit here. Now, it's a good idea when you're leaving this area to kind of head toward 19 before you start heading back, just so you don't skim the edge of the Reaper zone over there, okay, which is kind of over there. So kind of head toward that way, but when you get just, I don't know, a couple 100 meters out, you can go ahead and start turning your vessel back toward your base, if that's where you're headed. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to head over toward Rec 13 again. Okay, we're going to head that way, but we're going to kind of go by way of skimming the edge of the dunes here, so we don't cut it off completely. So kind of head back toward your base. Okay, we're good here. About a kilometer out. And we're starting to see terrain, which is good. Once you see the edges of the crags, you're probably within a couple 100 meters. We'll make our turn. This is where we kind of stay out of the dunes as much as possible. We don't get ourselves in any more trouble than we need to be. There's not that many resources over there. So there's a couple of wrecks out there in the dunes that obviously the shield generator could have been found at the other one. There's another one further north over there. There's also a thing called a still suit. Now, it's not always in the dunes wreck. Sometimes it's over in the bulb zone wreck. But the still suit is a suit that you can make that makes water as you swim. It does have some advantages in that regard, but the payoff, in my opinion, is not worth going after it, because it doesn't provide you the same protection as the reinforced dive suit, like we have on now. So I really just would not build the still suit unless you feel you really need it to maintain water. But what we've done is we stocked a bunch of regular water if we need it. We also have a large supply of food that give us water, like the melons and the bulbo cuttings that give us plenty of fluids. So I think we're fine from that perspective. When we get down into the deeper areas, we'll definitely be building a water station down there, and then we'll have infinite amount of water. So, all right, as we head toward 13, watch your depth here and make sure that you're not going to be running into any mushroom trees. Don't want to descend too much because we don't want to run into the mother tree. Okay, so here's the mother tree right over here. It's kind of lit up from all the flora that grows around the base. Now, ooh, gotta watch where we're going here. We're gonna run into something we don't want to run into. Okay, now when you get here, turn northeast gently. Just nice slow moves. You see the wreck off there in the distance? That means we're getting close. So now, continue on that northeast track. We're going to go, remember that blood kelp trench, or not trench, but the little mini trench over there where we saw blood kelp. You can kind of see it now. It's right over there. Do you see it? So start descending down toward that. Slowly. All right. Here we go. This is the blood kelp area. Okay. Now, it might be helpful to you to jump out of here and do a quick save. Okay. We're going to head down into some territory that is... We're probably going to see a ghost leviathan. So if you haven't seen one yet, you'll probably see one this way. We're probably going to see crab squid. And we're probably going to get fairly up close and personal with warpers as well. Okay. More than just a little bit of it from a distance that we saw a while back. But so we're going to kind of continue on this this path of kind of heading northeast-ish a little bit. Let me turn back around because there's a warper down there. We just saw him. He's not going to bother us in the Cyclops. What will bother us in the Cyclops are the ampeals. There's an ampeal right there. The ghost leviathan and the crab squid. Yep, there's a warper right there. Now the ampeal's probably going to attack us. Yep, there he is. You see now he shows up on our little radar there on the right. Do you see him? That little red and yellow. So that's what that is. That tells you that. The warper just warped away. We're going to kind of continue on this. We're going to descend. And this is where this cool little soundtrack starts playing. When you come into the blood kelp, you get this nice little vocal soundtrack that starts playing. It's pretty nice. Oh, here we go. Creature attack. At least it's not the ghosty yet. And I say that because usually right around here we'll see them up above us, but we're going to take a closer look here as we go a little further. Are we still going north? Yeah, we are. Okay, good. Kind of want to go north-ish. Watch our terrain here. What kind of creature are we looking at? Ah, there's the ghosty, sure enough. Okay, it showed up. Now, if you just stop moving, they usually won't bother you too much. But when you start moving, they'll pick up on you pretty quick. I am trying to find the life pod that's down here. Okay, he kind of poofed for a minute. He may be back. But there's a life pod near here that I'm hunting here. It should be in this area. Okay, we're gonna keep looking. I'm gonna descend a little bit. Should be life pod 2. Oh, he's on to us again. So again, just hands off the wheel. Let it go.
Warning. External hull
Okay,
damage
we have
detected.
damage now. Okay, so he did a little bit of damage to us. Let's shut it
Engine
down.
powering
And
down.
we'll assess the damage over here. Alright, yeah, we've got water coming in. We've got 2 spots outside. Because here's where you're going to need a repair tool. Okay. And you're also going to want to hop in and look at your cameras. All of them. and look around very carefully and make sure that Ghosty's not around anymore. Okay? Or any other predator for that matter. Because when you get out to repair, they will attack you. Okay? Now, we can survive a little bit on what we have here. Because our hull damage, see, we still have pretty reasonable amount of hull left. So if you feel you need to relocate, sometimes you could just relocate away from the predator. But if he comes after you and attacks you, he's probably going to do more damage. And so you could end up losing your vessel entirely. So it's a little tricky thing. I'm going to hit save just because I want to be a little extra careful. And we jump out, take a look around. I'm going to use my thing here to move quickly. Oh, we just got warped. So slash, 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 slash. And I didn't have the repulsion cannon on me at the time. Kind of wish I had, but I did not. So alas, I did not. All right, back to repairing our vessel. Hitbox is not lining up. All right, well, might have issues there. Let's go see if we can find the other spot. There's the other warper. Let's kind of stay away from him for now.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's see what we got here. We took a little bit of a health hit. It's not huge. I do want to equip the repulsion cannon. I also want to go check battery up here because I'm not happy where we are on our flashlight battery.
Warning, external hull damage detected.
I know. Okay, so let's put these mostly dead ones over here. Alright, let's go take a look at our camera again. I didn't realize we had warpers bugging us so closely, but they are definitely near us, aren't they? Alright, tell you what, let's try relocating.
Powering up.
I'll give that a try. We'll try relocating. Climb gently. Okay, not too thrilled about the terrain here. We have to back up a little bit. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go straight back for the entrance over there. And hopefully we won't run into Ghosty. Okay. Really wanted to find that life pod because there's usually something over there we can pick up, but we don't have to. There's another one on the way over toward the floating islands, so if you decide you want to remember the floating islands wreck that we went to, we can head that way too. But we're going to head back toward no Ghosty following us. That's good. We're going to head back toward this little mini trench that we came out of. All right. Yeah, we're going to do some repairs over here real quick. At least we're not near any predators in the immediate area. We're not going to get warpers or anything like that. Yeah, we're near the wreck over here. This is fine. The worst going to run into is maybe a bone shark out
Warning,
here, but
external hull damage
we'll be
detected.
fine right here. So let's go ahead and shut down,
Engine powering down.
and we'll hop back outside again and try to see if we can't repair that spot again now. Alright, our hitbox is in a weird place, but it did fix. There was another one back here. There's actually two more back here. 2 more damage, so. The good thing is they do repair rather quickly with your repair tool. Each spot will. See, it's like 30, 60, 90. It kind of just zooms right through it. I believe that is all we needed. Let's go take a look.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
When he says all systems online, usually you're back at 100%. And that, look, our health bar is back up and everything. So, fantastic. All right. This is a good stopping point for this episode. I think we'll come back next episode, which I'll try to crank out here next day or two. And
Seek fluid intake.
oh, I guess we need to drink fluid. And I would really like for us
Vital
to
signs.
get down in that Lost River as soon as we can. So let's plan for that for
Stabilizing.
the next episode. Stay with it. We're going to have more fun, I promise you, and we'll see you next time.